For demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using this bucket of water to talk about some things with glazing, potential problems and pitfalls. So if we're pretending this is the glaze bucket and we're going to put something that is proportionately large compared to it. So obviously I'm using this cup, which isn't actually that large, but if you can imagine, this is the glaze bucket and this is your coil pot that's very large in comparison to how big the glaze bucket is. A couple of things you have to think about. So if I grab my piece and I push it straight down in, you can see that it starts to displace the glaze and can actually make it overflow. So you have to pay attention if you're putting a very large vessel into a glaze bucket. If the glaze bucket is filled too high and you just push your piece down in there, you could end up with it overflowing over the side. So you have to watch out for that. The other thing is if you push it down in here and then it fills up with glaze, as you're pulling it out, now you have all the weight of this water inside the vessel and it can be extremely heavy. And then also you have to take the vessel and move it to the side in order to be able to dump it out. So it might feel like, oh, I have a really good grip on this when it's dry and there's no water in it or no glaze inside of it. But as soon as it gets filled up with glaze, it becomes extremely heavy. So what happens a lot of times is people don't anticipate how heavy it will be, and then, oh, they can't hold on to it anymore because it's too heavy, and then it ends up dropping into the glaze bucket. You have to fish it out with your hands and start all over again. So my recommendation to you, if you have a very large vessel, is to fill the inside first and then do the outside dipping. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in an actual bucket.